right, welcome in everybody. You are watching the 2025 Egmonster Disc Golf Classic from Taranaki, New Zealand. We are playing at Inglewood Golf Club today, sponsored by RPM Discs. And look at that mountain. As we're doing that, I'm Luke Humphries, joined in the booth by Mr. Nate Perkins, kind of the reason that we're all here. You were the first traveler over here, and you've brought a bunch of friends now.
Yeah, thanks, Luke. It's an honor to be on the very first Go Throw production. This is actually the first permanent disc golf course at a golf club here in the country of New Zealand. So it's pretty sweet that we get to showcase the first Tour Down Under event at this property. It's a beauty.
Yes.
It's got the most beautiful mountain, I think, in the world in the backdrop of half these holes. And we've got two of the best players from America who haven't won an Elite Series.
Yeah,
we got Aaron Gossage, Ezra Robinson. This is the best player from New Zealand.
That's right.
Levi Stout.
That's Go Throw Zone. We wrote him a big check last year. He's got a bunch of game. He's been developing that forehand. Can't wait to see him play. And then this may be a name that you guys don't know at home, but this is an extremely smooth player. Forehand, backhand, coming out of Georgia. Good kid right there, Braeden Sides. Can't wait to see how he plays this course today. It's going to be the wind that we talk about a little bit, though.
Yeah.
Gusty, definitely over 20, probably consistently.
I would say so. And hole one, it was blowing head left to right with OB along the left side of the fairway. So you really had to focus on that initial angle on this tee shot. If you let it go on hyzer, you're likely going to finish left out of bounds. And then as you approach this green, there's OB on the right.
Good afternoon and welcome to Egmonster 2025 here at the Inglewood Golf Club in the heart of Taranaki. We're here for our round one MPO feature card, and what a star-studded card we have. Joined by some of the world's greatest disc golfers here in New Zealand for the summer, and we kick it off with the Tour Down Under season here at what a beautiful venue it is.
Recently signed to Discraft, playing out of Lawrenceville, Georgia, 1,046 rated, 47 wins to his name. Give it up for Ezra, the Peach Pirate Robinson.
All right, first look at Ezra Robinson throwing Discraft. We're getting it right here on Go Throw. This is one of his pink forces that he's going to be throwing all day. He's got two of them that are pretty similar looking.
Yeah, pretty domey, overstable disc.
Yep. That's the miss. With that OB left and the headwind hard, you're going to be able to, you're going to see people go right a little bit, turn it over, burn it out a little bit. Getting full flight on this tee shot is really impressive if you can do it with this crowd. First hole, headwind, left OB. I know I didn't.
The Goose, man. He's throwing so hard, as you guys know. Comes so aggressive into the front of the tee pad.
He does. It's that aggressive, that footwork that allows him to really explode on it.
Yep, similar miss for Aaron.
Yeah.
A little overturned.
It's only 732. With Aaron's forehand, he can get to that green from almost anywhere.
Welcome to the tee, Braeden Sides.
Not every one of our viewers might not know Braeden.
No?
I know he made the lead card at, I think, Des Moines last year.
I think you're right.
But he's playing at a high level.
Oh, yeah. Got all the shots. Traveling around in the Castoplast RV with Joey Anderson, a.k.a. Joey Buckets, took down Idlewild. So watching your good buddy do that sometimes give you some confidence.
It kind of has a similar swing to Joseph Anderson as well.
I think he's got about 50 feet, maybe a little more power than Joey does. Joey's extremely accurate, one of the best putters in the world. Braden's really a thrower.
1,017 rated with 35 career wins. Last off the tee, let's hear it for Levi Stout.
The youngster, he had a whole year to wait on this. He won the Bottle Lake event last year, took down that ace pot, became a hero.
Nice flip up into the wind.
That's the full flight we were looking for. Staying in that fairway closer to the OB line opens up the angle as well.
So Goose is kind of throwing back into a headwind here, and then as it starts to fade, it'll get that left to right. But
That
didn't quite
lift.
get the pop he needed.
Yeah, I almost don't mind it on hole one. That OB is so close to the basket on the right side, and with the wind picking your disc up late, it does become tricky.
So Ezra's been throwing this Malta
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Yeah, you don't hear about people throwing those much.
Pretty much never. I don't know any
No,
disc golf player on tour who bags that one.
that's you and I both. Came out with the Paul Macbeth line, I think back in like 2019, 2020, and never really gained popularity, but what Ezra's been doing with it, truly amazing. I think it kind of matches his M1,
Okay.
what he liked about the M1, just a stable mid that he can hit on hyzer.
Just like a little bit more overstable than a Buzz.
I believe so, yeah. I think as long as you're not messing with the flex shot on those too much, they play really well for the pure hyzer shot. Braeden was a nice forehand inside the circle. Levi a little long. That'll be a circle 2 look, and it's hard to run this basket. Tailwind, making it tricky to even get it basket high.
And Ezra was showing me his putters. They look really similar to a PA3. Like almost identical.
That's what people do these days. Almost everybody's got a zone. You know, the PA3 is a very popular mold shown by Gannon, who's now created one, I think, at Disc Mania too. Everybody's doing it. And I think that's the Sonar from DGA.
Little timid putt there toward the OB from Braeden. And a little par frame to start. All right, hole 2, just 330. The drone's flying up this middle gap right here, but there is a ripping right to left out there. So a lot of players are playing wide and trying to play into that wind and swing it back to this green. There is a little OB left if you get a little too aggressive.
Yeah, I think it's a little far from mid-range, and throwing a fairway driver down that center gap exposes it late to that lift, and the OB is pretty close on the left side, so taking it wide right was something not super overstable. You see Ezra just missed a little bit there.
Yeah, a little inside with that Raptor. And
The second you release that disc on hyzer, it takes 2 feet off of the, you jump off the line immediately with that wind. You see Goose really follow through low. Beautiful shot from him.
yeah, look at that wind kind of get under it after it skips. And it's a good shot, but honestly, really tough place to be. That's the exposed basket. It's ripping.
Left to right head is not Goose's favorite putt. Very similar shot. A little longer, but smooth. That's a pretty tight gap to hit. I really didn't want to hit that gap and chose to go center. But these guys making it look like it's no problem. Levi almost identical to Braeden. Just like that. Everybody's got looks.
Those are 3 just
Except for Ezra.
impossible putts, though, man.
We're about to see how they do.
Yeah. There's that mountain in the backdrop.
And that's no gimme either. A little closer than the boys, though. All right, let's see what Braden's got.
Oh.
In the midst of a storm, just the sexiest little spinner.
That's nasty. Just a baby pitch to it as well.
Really, really let the disc fly into the breeze. That was a good putt as well.
That looked good, too. Can't be mad about that release.
Looks like the wind maybe picked up for this shot.
Yeah, just a hair nose down, and then the wind's just going to slam him.
Not a bad effort, though.
And Ezra's just over here laughing about how windy it is.
Wow.
Up and in for the par.
That was a good up and down after that early hit. I like his attitude. This is not a tour event. This is his first time throwing Discraft discs on film. First time in New Zealand. That is exactly what he should be doing, is smiling,
Yeah.
having some fun with it.
Dude, he's torched. Do you see his skin, too?
Yes.
Well, I mean, the UV index in this country is off the charts.
It really is.
Sitting here with a gnarly sunburn. Everyone at Go Throw is torched as well. You got to stay out of the sun.
Hole 3 is a doozy, Perkins. 1158 playing into the teeth. Road left OB, rough on the right OB, and then this green. Super guarded green after you've already thrown really 3 big shots. And if you're trying to approach the green, it'll be from 400 feet away.
Yeah, no doubt. Hardest hole on the track. And that's not a green screen.
It does look like a green screen.
That's an 8,200 foot stratovolcano that just rises up out of the ground. One of the most beautiful, prominent mountains you'll ever lay your eyes on.
Really? Everything around it's sea level, and it stretches up out.
Yep. And we're going to climb it on Monday.
That's right.
We got a crew of disc golfers going. I've had a really good time trying to convince as many golfers as possible to go, including yourself, Luke.
That went out of bounds under the fence.
Under the fence.
You have been the catalyst.
I've heard it's one of the hardest day hikes in New Zealand.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Got it to flat. Made a small hole in the wind.
Yeah.
Perfect from Aaron.
That's really the only way to get a nuke to fly flat is do a headwind.
Yeah.
Or finish flat, at least.
And I didn't love the initial starting line, but he knows his disc well. Never got to flat. Hyzered it up into the boys area.
Yeah, that might even be Kotari from RPM.
Braeden, same disc he threw off the tee. Looked like a Paul Macbeth destroyer. That's center cut as well. He's going to be 450 feet away from that basket, playing into a headwind with the green in the sand. It's a sketchy proposition.
This is a nuke again from Ezra. I think this is a little more overstable than the forces he's throwing.
I think that's right. He'll be throwing that one into the headwinds.
Now Levi's going destroyer here.
Oh, this has to turn out. Oh no, we saw that a couple times on our card as well. Once the disc got turned towards that right OB, rarely came back.
Yeah.
That's a golf shot from Goose. He could have done a lot of things. Tried to get frisky, played it over the OB. He didn't. Made a decision. Kept it low and in bounds the whole way. I love that.
So, Luke, you're staying with a local here who has his own golf course in his backyard, like a mini golf course. And he was telling you that there's more golf courses like per capita here in Taranaki than
anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
It's insane to think about. Yeah, they've got a 6-hole backyard league. 8 6-hole courses around the area. They all go Wednesday nights, hang out with the families and the guys. And they have up to 25 people playing backyard golf these days. Really cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
All the way up there for Braeden. Just going to be a layup, I think, if he really respects that green like he should. Yeah, they also found the largest kind of crab, fossilized crab ever, recorded here like 15 miles away from this spot as well.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. The dude got the crab named after him.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a dream. Maybe you could get like a rock named after you someday, Luke.
Dude, you're talking
a nice like New Zealand agate or something.
You're talking goals right now. That is an OB green. Yo.
Safe.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, this crab was 30 pounds, they estimate, while it was alive. Feed a family for a week with that crab. He's not running it.
No.
That is hyper aggressive.
Yeah, almost made it.
It's going to leave him a tricky little putt up the hill, bunker looming.
Even this jump putt is sketch right now.
Yeah, it goes 2 feet further, hits the pole, rolls back in, and all of a sudden you got a dicey par putt. There you go. There's a lot of respect being showed to this green. This entire hole, really. I think it's a good way to play it. Maybe 3 days. If we get a day without wind, you could see people attack. But if it's a windy second, third day, no.
Yeah, a little right side. It should have caught, it felt like.
We're going to see a lot of people running putts they shouldn't and getting penalized and 3-putting. It's just going to happen out here. You feel an urgency to keep up with the guys or get a birdie, within the first 4 holes or whatever it may be. This false sense of urgency that you feel sometimes on the course, it makes you lapse in decision making. It'll cost you out here in these windy conditions. Checking out hole 4, guys, I'm going to take a quick second and remind you we are partnering with the Cancer Playbook this entire time we're down here in New Zealand. Cancer Playbook is an awesome resource for cancer patients. It's free, it's patient-reported outcomes, and it's about helping people heal with holistic care options. It's super cool, and we're trying to raise $10,000. Link is below. It's a great charity, nonprofit to support, and we're doing it. We hope you guys do as well. Huge forehand from Aaron Gossage. That's what this hole calls for.
Yeah, it requires a big one because you're trying to get the disc to fade back into the wind late in the flight, and Aaron is honestly probably the only player that got a disc inside the circle.
I think you're right. This backhand is really technical. And oh my goodness, did he pull it off?
One late tree. Yeah, it's hard to access the green because of that last branch right there.
That looked like it would have gotten to 15 feet. Instead, he's got a great looking putt there from just outside the circle.
So Ezra's trying to turn this pipeline over.
Okay. He's liking the pipeline, huh? Gets himself into circle 2. Low ceiling, uphill, windy putt, though. It's going to be a hard one to bid.
Oh, Levi going flick.
Yeah, we didn't really see 2024 Levi with a forehand. Adding this to his repertoire is going to be great for the youngster.
Yeah, that was a nice little pop. It was a little silver lot load right there. With the elbow close to the hip.
That's a great forehand to mimic if you were going to pick one. What is this, 60?
Yeah, a little headwind right to left. Oh, he's going to ride it in.
No. So pretty. Let's look at this. Pulls it down a little bit by the hip, nicks the tree, and on the stripe, Perkins. To know how discs fly in circle 2 when you just started putting with a new putter, really impressive.
Levi from a knee to almost straight head.
Stop.
He floats it.
Not to be big putted.
Look at the freedom of this guy's wrist.
From a knee to get that much pop.
No. I mean,
that's special.
Potential double big putt right here. Braeden's just outside the circle.
No kidding. The hard work's been done.
And I mean, this is still ripping headwind. It's probably 22 to 25. Yeah, and just going to lift him.
Yeah. It's funny that the harder you throw it and spin it in a headwind, the more it'll react to that wind and raise up. You almost have to just give it that, like Braeden did on hole 2. Just that soft bid. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it just kind of bled right.
You watched 150 feet of putts get hit right before you putted, too. It's never easy.
Little tailwind putt here, and that doesn't drop for him. No way. A little 3 putt from the circle.
That's a tricky downhill tailwind. You're asking for a lot of angles.
No. Goose
There's
on
a
the
lot of
4
putts.
putts.
Come on. No. Just take your time now.
No.
Man.
A triple? That happened faster than...
I wish there was an accurate flag sitting there so that people could really know how much it was blowing. I think that flag's a little twisted up and heavy. This is one of the windier greens on the course. It's a little sloped. But that's kind of a...
Wow, that might be
once a year thing.
His first 5 putt of his career.
Huge thanks to the PDGA for partnering with us in this tour down under. Don't forget to get your memberships for 2025. Thank you again, PDGA. We got a pretty stock hyzer hole now.
Yeah,
hole 5 perk.
We're blind to the green.
Yeah.
Practice helps here. You can't be too short. You definitely can't be too deep if you want a clean putt.
Yeah, I think the deep is the major miss. You end up there, you might have to throw a forehand putt from 20 feet.
Little Raptor here.
I like that low and tight.
Yeah. Oh, that's just going to nestle.
Oh my goodness, he's going to like that too. Absolutely jobbed. His buddies don't know how close it is, so it's hard to just follow that line blindly. If they knew that was a park job, I think you'd see 3 more just like it, you know? And that's a pretty good replication there. Circle's edge short. Quick check at the tee sign for Braeden. Firebird in hand.
Yeah, are you a T sign distance guy? I feel like there's 2 schools of thought.
Yeah, there definitely is. I'm more of like a pick a tree in the distance and kind of guess on my own. But you see Calvin do it constantly. Calvin will be in the middle of a pro tour event 3rd day, and he'll just look down at the tee sign right before he throws. I give him crap about it all the time.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
You've thrown this shot.
You're smoking the eagle, man. Just do it.
Yeah, just one last little, I don't know if you're...
It's a little comfort thing. Just a little mental comfort.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my favorite things about New Zealand is the diversity of the plant life here.
Yeah.
And at all these golf courses, they can pretty much grow any tree they want to. Like,
Grows itself.
And they'll plant like a California redwood. They've got these big western red cedars out here, which they have at Milo McIver.
Oh, yeah.
And they grow amazing out here.
Crazy.
So you just walk up to a massive cedar that is probably bigger than any in the United States.
Yeah, they are.
This is really cool.
And no native mammals in New Zealand, but the birds, plentiful. So many different kinds, pretty songs all over the course while we're playing. It's a pleasure to play in New Zealand.
Yeah, we heard a little tui right here, actually, near this green singing.
Hole 6. Shorter par 4, but it's because we're forcing you into these trees on the right. That dark tree up on the left is the Mando. Must play right of it. As the drone's flying here, you can either try and get yourself to that fairway right or have this low ceiling second. And of course, that wind will be ripping. Beautiful green here. Just a Malta? Or no, that's a fairway.
Yeah, I think he's going Undertaker on this one.
Yeah, that sounds right. Doesn't really turn it enough, though.
Yeah, that tailwind is going to fade him out.
And that's going to be pinched by the Mando tree. I don't think he's going to have a good option clear to the green.
I kind of like this play, especially if you can get this forehand to kind of skip out to the right.
That's what I like about the forehand. The full flight on the left side, it gets you a bunch of distance, but it leaves you with this low ceiling, gap hitting second shot that will probably be different if that's your play. Almost every single day, you'll be left with a different one trying to scramble instead of popping out right and kind of having that open hyzer. I like this play, though.
You're just crunching this roller.
Oh,
that
no.
needs to stand up, though.
It really does. Oh, that's the Mando tree, though, so it made it.
This is staying uncut.
Is it going to stop before those trees? Look like it went into them. No one's ever been there on this hole. To make the Mando and get 200 feet left, I think he'll be wide open, fortunately. This is kind of what I'm thinking when I see roller. This is where a forehand would get to as well, all the way onto that right side. Now he's got an open second shot into the green. Plays about 360 from here. That didn't look like 360 either.
Yeah, not the width he wanted.
Leaves him about 50 short. Braeden. Okay, he's got the hyzer as well from where his forehand landed. I was thinking he was going to be forced into that low ceiling.
That was steep.
The universal sign for stuck in the tree as the catch cam zooms in. That'll be about 55 feet, I think, from the basket. And indeed, Ezra totally pinched, busting out a forehand.
No 2-meter rule in the Southern Hemisphere, though, right?
There's only one group of people that play the 2-meter rule. I won't even name them. You know who you are. It's dumb. You're the only people.
That's funny. Talk about you, Sean Jack.
Oh, and the little
Clean.
roll.
He did it wide open.
It was wide open from over there.
And he was safe, right?
Yep.
That's for birdie.
I don't think you can purposely get yourself over there, though.
So who we bringing next year, Luke?
James
James Conrad, Paige
that would
Pierce,
be fun. That would be
Kale LaVisca.
Wow.
Come on.
Talking about some of my favorites right there.
We got Kev and Germ and Paul
Yes.
Oman showing up next week. And
Yes, next week is in like tomorrow.
we need Kristen Tatar down here. Missy Gannon and Tom need to come down.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, that's my role. You know, I'm like, hey, are you coming to New Zealand next year?
Who
Just
else?
all season long. I'm like, are you going to come down under?
You saw the videos, right? You saw the pictures. It's next level. They treat us like pros here. Henry Pearson, director of the tour. Oh, no. That was just
That's
maybe
first par, right?
a little quick. Yeah, that was. Yeah, anyways, Henry Pearson, Tour Down Under director, is just an amazing, hardworking youngster. I mean, he's only 28 years old or something, but his maturity and ability to get things done and organized.
The
really
travel
impressive.
Bible.
Yeah.
He's got this travel Bible for all the players, all the media team, telling you, who you're rolling with, where you're staying, like setting you up with hosts. It's on another level.
And most importantly, where to get those meat pies.
What's your favorite flavor right now?
I'm on the chicken curry. It was my favorite
curry.
last year. I haven't found it yet this year. The bakeries have had some good butter chicken, some good mince and cheese, obviously, but still looking for that curry chicken.
Yeah, the meat pie is good. The coffee is fire.
It's crazy how much better it is.
It's incredible. They know what they're doing. All right. Wide open right here. There's a little OB right, and there's a strong tailwind right to left. So you're going to see some bombs. That was even kind of an early release.
500-foot hyzer.
I think it still is 5 pills.
It's the green that's really dangerous here. You got OB left about 20 feet, right about 25 feet, and it kind of runs the entirety of the green, which turns into a peninsula there at the end.
That's a clean swing from Braeden. Doesn't look like there's a lot of effort there, but the disc is popping out. High 60s, low 70s even.
Yeah, he's got really good offhand work. That left arm working in sequence with his whole body, making it just seem effortless. And this guy, he can throw the effortless bomb as well. Kind of right in between Goose and Braeden there. This seems like the more stable one. Looking to hit this one flat. Flat and low. Yeah, at 745, the drive is important, but it is all about that second shot into the green. You got to match the slope or risk rolling. Got to have the angle right or you risk going OB.
This is Berg here from Braeden, and there is a ripping right to left out there, and he's going to play this perfectly.
Wow.
The flag's not moving, but we promise you it was right to left, and if you had too much hyzer with too glidey of a disc, you're likely finding OB left.
Gone. And this straightened out too much from Ezra. Connects with the tree on the OB line, but kicks safe. Lucky break from him there.
It's Takapoo for Levi. It's a putter from RPM. Similar to a P2, just a really pure flying putter.
Gotta sit.
Yeah. It's the tough miss right there, because now you're left with a death putt, 25-footer.
And it's for par. This looks beautiful right here. Little much angle maybe. Creating that extra bit of roll, leaving him another 10 feet from that basket, which in this wind makes the difference.
Yeah, not his favorite range today either. Sorry, Goose.
Oh yeah, it's nobody's favorite range at this moment, but it does help to have a couple go in early to build that confidence up.
This is a tough putt. And
Full run.
yeah, full run, and
I love the aggressiveness.
you missed that one. You're going OB.
We was going 60 feet past the basket if I missed that one. That's a good putt right there from Goose, getting a little turkey, erasing that triple bogey. No, and that's going to be just a bogey for Ezra. Kind of got lucky to get a bogey, honestly, with that second shot staying in bounds.
So if we had to put odds on it, how many events is it going to take before Ezra gets his first elite?
I think, like, it could be less than a dozen.
Yeah.
I really think that he's motivated this year to come out from under his brother's wing a little bit, show the world that, you know, he's rated the exact same as his brother for a reason.
And I mean, that's what I'm loving about disc golf right now is the field is so deep. Ezra had an amazing year. Didn't win.
Yeah.
But everyone's talking about him.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's like, where are the Robinson bros going? I mean, obviously, Isaac is able to kind of push through, and he's won some big tournaments. I still feel like Ezra could be the better of the two brothers.
It might be that Venus-Serena story when it's all said and done. We're very early on in the tale. We're chapter 2, you know? There's a whole book to come, and that's too high. The wind catches these discs. Got to sit.
Yeah, it's toast. Oh, trying to bounce back out of the turnip field, and that is OB.
Nearly did, though. That would have been a great turn of events. The putt from there, though, headwind, 12 feet uphill, nearly unmakeable. I like this width, but it also getting that lift. No, this is good. That's tricky.
Yeah, that's a tough spot. I mean, he circles edge, but it's death putt and a ripping tail.
The amount right that you have to start this is startling. Like, that's not enough. That's headed towards the out of bounds as well.
Yeah,
Watch it lift.
He'll be lucky if that's safe.
Oh, the bench. It's actually the step stool to get over, actually. And wow, what a fortunate little break there.
So Ezra's got 3 win reads here.
I like this. Lower. Same width, but lower. Wow, that's how you do it.
C1. All right, Goose up into the headwind.
Come on. Uh-oh. No. That rolls. Oh, what's he looking at? Oh.
OB, no.
Gross
Unreal.
roll right there.
Double OB.
Oh, my gosh. That's a triple
Another
bogey.
triple?
It's a triple bogey sandwich.
Or putt.
Meanwhile, Levi
Oh.
shouldn't even be in bounds. Cards the 2.
That's nasty. I mean, again, the flag's not blowing, but it's 20 plus uphill into the headwind, and this is almost direct tail for Braeden right here. Bink.
Oh, the confidence.
Little Michael Johansson.
Grab the mini before it's in. Wow. That's got to help you. Moving forward, knowing you just banged that one on the stripe exactly how you wanted.
Yeah, he's kind of taking control of the card here. He's just got the one mistake on hole 3, which honestly it could have caught.
Yeah.
He's playing well on this front.
Yep.
And an unbelievable scorecard. Triple, turkey, triple.
You don't see it. You really don't see it. 545, par 4, hole 9. It starts with a position shot to about where that card just passed. And that'll set you up for about a 250 to 300 foot shot to this raised basket. It's going to be the tricky thing about this hole. Almost wide open. One of the most exposed baskets on the green. We're seeing Taylor there. She's actually leading that FPO coverage as we speak.
Yeah.
And we're going to have that coming out. So if you like the FPO, keep your eye out. We did not forget about them.
Flipping that forehand up a bit too much. It's safe though.
Yeah, that's going to make it more of like a 320 foot approach instead of what could be like a 250 foot approach. Still should be on the stock side, but adding unneeded distance by moving to the left like that. That's position A. That's what I'm aiming for. Trying to be around that hill. That sets you up nice.
This is mid-range.
Yeah, and I was talking about the flex shot. I hadn't really seen him throw it with the Malta, but looks like he was trusting it there, and it looked like it was coming out.
It did.
Goose.
Is he going right to the sidewalk?
It's
oh,
just,
yeah.
it plays as a river. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, so,
Aggressive.
yeah, getting aggressive can make sense. It seems like it would be unlucky to end up on the river, really, but it does happen. We watched somebody try and get aggressive on our card, and I end up on that river.
This is a Rico. This is a putter into this headwind. Look at that wind read.
Landed like a butterfly with sore
Nasty
feet.
from Braeden, and on the good side of the basket, too.
You want to be past it.
If you're short side of this basket, putting toward the mountain, you're not loving life.
No, 3 out of every 5 is going to blow back out of the basket at you. Another one on the proper side of the bucket.
Yeah, the left to right is a much better wind.
Cool to see Levi going with this forehand more. That one just a little bit left, connects trees, and that'll be a layup, I'm sure. And Goose, position A, nothing in his way.
That's a mistake right there, Luke.
You got to know what side of the basket. I'm sure that he did as well, just didn't give it the juice.
Yeah, little timid right now. Being 3 over through 8.
Yeah.
Probably in his head just a bit.
Has to be a bit. Nice putt from Ezra. Mount Taranaki.
It's unreal.
It's crazy.
I mean, I'm obsessed with the mountain. It's just like, it's liquid up there. I think it was hundreds of years since the last
Oh, no.
eruption, but you can see
Right.
the where the lava was
Yeah.
flowing down that face.
They say that every 300 years it's set to erupt, and we're actually 20 years late. So, I don't know, keep watching this coverage. You might see a sweet drive and then a big explosion. Actually, the camera footage wouldn't. You wouldn't see it, actually, if that happened. You would just hear about it.
Yeah, and you wouldn't hear from us ever again.
Nope, that'd be it. There'd just be one Robinson brother at that point.
And so we saw a layup there from Goose, and that's going to be 3 over on the front. I think we've just got we got 2 players under par. Braeden Sides leading the way at 3, Ezra at 1 down. That just shows you how windy it is.
Yep.
If there was no wind, this place would get torched.
They'd be 500-600. They'd be lighting it up.
Yeah, no problem.
But the teeth of the wind going to be in play for this back 9 as well.
Well, I got to talk about my dude, Luke Humphries, right now. I was on his card. He's 5 through 10, but he was actually 6 under on the front 9, playing just the card before the card we watched. It was ripping wind, genius driver shots into the wind, and Robert Burridge playing pretty well.
Another Texas guy.
Yeah.
Used to playing in some of that wind, has the discs in his bag for the wind. Could be a part of it right there.
And that's a wrap on the very first front 9 of the Go Throw production. This is an honor to be a part of it.
Yeah. Big thanks to RPM Discs for sponsoring this. This is the 2025 Egmonster Classic here from Inglewood Golf Club. And we'll be back for that back 9. Come join us. For Nate Perkins, I'm Luke Humphries. Thanks for watching Go Throw.